Okay, so let's talk about feature parameters and how to extract them to tables using NitroCell. To do this, I'm going to use this assembly example for a couple of reasons. Because weld features typically have a lot of parameters associated with them that are often set by the software, meaning Creo, or could be set manually by modifying them in some way. So it's a bit of a hodgepodge, and it depends on which feature you're using as to what flexibilities you have. But if we wanted to take a look at the feature parameters for a particular feature, I'm just going to come into the parameter section, select feature, and then select the feature to look at the parameters that are associated with it. And you'll notice here that we've got quite a few options, and these change based on the type of feature, obviously, that you're working with. So if I wanted to extract some of this stuff for reporting purposes, we could actually come in and say, get types. We have a table feature param get types here. And what this is going to give us is the ability to kind of look at feature types and extract parameters about them to a table. So I have in the previous line on this, I'm actually creating the table. And in this particular case, I want to extract for the feature type, I'm looking for fillet weld. So I could type in fillet weld. And we could also enter in, let's say, some of the parameters that we're interested in. So if we wanted to say, let's say seg length linear, intermittent, leg 1, and let's also add in, let's say, num of welds. So I'm just adding a comma-separated list of parameters in there that we're interested in. I'm going to close this here, and then when we run this, you'll notice that it created that tab, and we have two features in here that are fillet welds. So we should get some data here by at least two parts, or two features. So as you can see here that we're looking at the current model, which is an assembly, and it's reporting the feature names, which are outer weld. We have two pieces of information we're pulling out, as well as a third piece of information. And I noticed that seg, notice I misspelled this, so seg length linear didn't show up, intermittent, so on and so forth. So I'm going to just rerun this, and it's going to clear that table and rewrite that out. You'll notice I picked up on that missing information that I had requested before. So this is a very quick way to kind of extract parameters by feature type and report them to a table. And then from here on, it's just a question of what do you want to do with this data. So in this case, you might want to, let's say, estimate the cost of how much is the welding going to cost for this particular assembly that we're looking at right now. Well, if you pull the right parameters out and you kind of align that to your cost model, and you have a table for that, you can use Power Query to very easily come up with a cost estimate for what is going to cost to actually put these welds on this part.